What's going on, everybody? This is alexusadays. So today I'm going to tell you about my experience with my wife, how we went to the hospital for the baby delivery, and the bills, how much it costed. So I have a pretty good employee insurance that covers almost everything. There's a out-of-pocket year maximum about $5,000, and then you just, whatever procedures you do, you either pay copay if you go to doctors, or if there's no copay, you pay 10% for the procedure. So we went for the baby birth to the hospital, and they charged us on the first, after delivering everything, they charged us $700 plus something dollars. And this supposedly was 10% of the whole amount, because everything is, as we were told, is not part of how much day you spend in the hospital, but it's part of whatever procedure you had. And we had a C-section for the baby delivery, so we paid $700, and off we go. All good, baby's healthy, everything's fine, we were very happy. And then I get this bill first for $6,000. I'm like, what is this? And as you can see over here, it says girl name. So there was no baby name yet at this time. So they just put the girl name and then the last name. So apparently the bill was for the baby because it was delivered. And the baby was charged $6,000. Of course, we're financially responsible. We're paying for it. But I had a question. How is the baby going to pay if something happens to the parents? Are you going to force the baby to go to work or what? How is that possible? Are you going to collect the bill? Anyway, when I went there, they said it's fine. The insurance is just still putting the baby name and everything under your insurance. And once all settles, this bill's going to be covered. But, don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, still, it's kind of a weird position to receive a bill for your baby, for the baby. All right. And then, okay, we settled that. It's all good. And, we get this bill, which is even weirder. Like, I thought I paid everything. Here's my payment and discounts, whatever, $784.80. But then there's total charges of $52,000, and then the insurance already paid like $14,000 out of it. So I owe now $36,000 for the baby delivery. That's insane. And then I thought, okay, I already went there. I had a conversation about the baby's insurance. Maybe something is still pending. And then when the bill gets adjusted, I'm going to receive a proper bill. And then we get this. My wife's name, which is already more. It's like $61,000. And then insurance paid $23,000. And I still owe like $37,000. How's that possible? Like, I thought, well, first of all, I thought to myself, okay, there's out of year maximum. They can't charge me more than this. This is crazy. So I went to the hospital and I talked to them, and then they say, yeah, it still was pending. There was some adjustments. There was some, we had to go to the emergency room for the infection after the delivery, and everything's fine. Everything's good. But it's just, we're still going to pay for it. And then we're going to recalculate the total. So in the end, I ended up paying another extra $867 plus the $784. This is what cost labor with very good insurance. You're still going to receive crazy amount of bills, so that I would definitely go and talk about those bills, because they might just charge you and put it to collections if, for whatever reason, everything goes wrong in the current system that set it up in the United States in the medical and the insurance field, because everything is so segregated, and one party is a third party, then another party is the insurance party, and then it's a mess. It's honestly, everything is a mess in terms of billing, how it's being processed, and the steps that's being taken. I mean, information gets misplaced. I know a story when a person got into emergency and then got the bill for the emergency, and he was calling the hospital to say, because your insurance isn't paying. He was calling the insurance and the insurance was stating that the hospital said that it wasn't an emergency. They treated you, but it wasn't an emergency. You didn't have to go there. So he verified in the hospital again. They said, yes, we did call emergency. And it took maybe 5 more additional calls to finally find out. He requested, to receive what they sent to the insurance, that the hospital didn't send the emergency as an emergency bill, they sent it as a regular bill. That's why insurance wasn't fixing it. But it could have gone to collections, and then they could have sued you, and it's just a mess. It's insane. And I have a feeling that in the United States, middle classes basically pays for everything, because if you're making less than a certain amount, you can go and get a free care. And a lot of people in the comments for the Russian video that I made about it, they were just saying, oh, I got there for free, I wasn't paying anything, or my friends or whoever, they're low income, you would get everything for free. It's not free, it's actually some other people are paying through bills like this or through taxes. There's nothing free. So don't think about it as a free thing. It's just someone else is going to cover your bill, and that's not a good thing, because if you're going to squeeze middle class too much, you will have a country that's going to go bankrupt, because there will be nobody paid to pay for it. People are just going to say, you know what, I don't care. I know right now in the United States, I saw only one good example of how medical and the insurance system work. It was in the Kaiser. If you have a PPO system, they have it set it up that way that you have doctors in network and hospital and the insurance. So everything's like one block of of services. And where you go there with PPO, you can choose any doctor, go through any procedures. You don't necessarily have to stick to one doctor like with some other types of plans. But then you go there, you do your blood test at the same day or next day. You can go online on their website, put your credentials in, and check if your results are fine. It's very, very convenient. In some other places where they don't have that, where everything is so segregated. Your doctor is your doctor, the lab is the lab, the hospital is the hospital, and then whoever comes to the hospital is another doctor, and he'll send you another bill. So if you go and do your blood test, your doctor get it in a couple of weeks. By the time he gets it, you might be already dead, because you go to one lab to do it, and then it takes forever to get to the doctor. The doctor has to take a look at it, then you have to go and follow with a follow-up appointment. That's kind of ridiculous. That's ridiculous how it works. And I've seen where you have to go and do appointments like to certain specialists and wait for 3 months, have an itch or skin rash or whatever. In 4 months it might be gone. I mean, good for me, but what if it gets worse? Like, how do I actually go and see a specialist in a timely manner? It's kind of hard with the system that's right now exists in a lot of states in America. And one last addition, if you think that's the whole of it, that's all the bills, no, we're still getting bills. We're getting bills from other people that were involved in the labor, that were in the hospital, the service that we're using, the anesthesiologist, the person for the hearing test. So we keep on receiving bills, and so this is just the biggest part of it, the hospital charge and everything. But doctors that were in the process, they're helping us out for the delivery, still going to be sending bills and bill us and the insurance, and God knows what goes wrong there. Have to figure out that as well, to make sure you don't get overcharged or charged for something that necessarily not needed to be. And that's funny, all those talks about how everything should be easier and what's going to change, the premiums or Obamacare, all those stuff in political field that use an advantage to become a leader, be elected, is actually doing only more and more confusion in the process of a regular person going to a doctor, getting insurance and getting the tests or the service he needs, and it increases the costs all the time. I think the only feasible solution, what I see, is to have the models like Kaiser, and do a mixture of a free market and subsidized like government centers that based like on the Kaiser model with its own insurance, but with a specialist there and their own labs and their own services. Otherwise, it's just insurance ripping off your regular people, hospitals are ripping off insurance. It's not ending cycle of increasing premiums and insane bills with $60,000. With a $60,000 bill, where I originally came from, it's not. Don't tell me like, you go back if you don't like all the bills. I mean, I would like to improve things. It's not just criticism, but for that amount of money, you can live, I think, for 6 years easy, no problem, maybe more. Okay, this was Alexusadays. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.